click there.
It's going.
We are good.
I have made fire.
You are joining us for dinner tonight. Thank you.
I don't remember ordering a large, but I'll take it. Wow. Yeah, okay, sure.
Well, Andrew's the host, so he should be saying,
Yes,
welcome
sorry.
to Big Ten Frenemies.
You're right. Welcome to Big Ten Frenemies. I was amazed at the amount
12?
of wings I have, and if there anything like
Oh
last
my
time, there would be.
God.
I know, right?
Because it's buy one get one.
Oh!
Good call. Nice. Then I definitely will take it. Anyways, wow, we had our first weekend of college football, guys. That was some exciting stuff. Michigan State kicking off the festivities, followed by us Saturday afternoon, and then you guys getting the night game on Saturday. All of which were thrilling games in their own way. Thank you. I think let's start in that order to discussing the games. We'll go off with Michigan State first, since you guys were the first game. You guys beat Utah State 38-31, a very narrow victory, one score. Tell us a little bit about it, Phil.
Well, it was definitely, those guys came out slinging the ball. It was very impressive. I said last week I expected I didn't expect to crush them. I expected them to be decent. They were better than decent in my opinion. We'll see as the season progresses, but that quarterback was outstanding. He was slinging that ball around. He was strong arm. They're well coached, disciplined, and they were hungry. They were not scared at all. There was no fear there. They were definitely trying for the win, and they've done that. They've actually done that consistently against top teams over the last several years. The good scares a lot. I was nervous about the offensive line coming into this year. Unfortunately, still very nervous. The run game didn't really get on track. Scott had a touchdown, but there was not any dominant running. Hayward actually was the one person who's kind of excited. He seemed to have a little more shiftiness, which I didn't expect than Scott. But Scott didn't put the ball on the turf. He just didn't do anything special. We need to see more out of him if we're going to have a good year. And then the other thing is, what I was very happy about is that we threw a pick six, came back and took the lead, and we had to basically, I can't remember what the exact score was, we had to make a stop on defense. I'm sorry, we had to go down and score on offense, but they took the lead. So it was about 5-6 minutes left. We had to drive down, and obviously, ideally, we've been in that situation with Syracuse. So like, how about a nice 4-minute and 46-second drive for a touchdown? And obviously, that rarely happens. But we went down, punched it in. They started driving with under 2 minutes left, but plenty of time. And they scored the first touchdown at 2 minutes and 48 seconds. So that was scary to see against the defense. But in the end, our offense on the final two series, our offense stepped up, scored the touchdown, the go-ahead touchdown, punched in the 2-point conversion, and then to go up 38-31, and then the defense made the stop. Joe Bacci, I don't know if you guys saw the play, but outstanding play. He absolutely left as high as he possibly could to tip a ball. Everyone's looking around to try and find it. He looks up, runs to it, catches it for the interception, seals the deal. Game over. Cards.
Michigan State wins.
That's all I wanted.
I have something I have to mention. One of our loyal listeners and he's son of one of our colleagues, Jake Caldwell, wanted me to mention to you that Michigan State gave up 344 yards to the number 70 Utah State Aggies. He just wanted that mentioned, okay?
Absolutely, man.
There's been some accusations.
Now, is that supposed to be a diss, or is that to say give respect where respect is due?
That's meant to be a diss.
Oh, okay.
So, and what he's pointing out, in that family, they tend to think that you guys are a little rough on me sometimes, and so I think they're looking for things.
Well,
but what they don't understand is I'm 100% class, and so I won't bring up little things like that a lot of times.
I appreciate it, and believe me, I'm well aware, Jake. Well aware.
But I will also fire back that just as harsh on you in that family. No joke.
That's true. Okay, so we digress. So, now I have a question for you. And I only saw the fourth quarter because Jordan and I were driving. We stayed at a hotel in Coldwater, getting ready for the Notre Dame game and stuff. And I saw the score, and I was like, holy shit, we got to get back and make sure we see the end of that.
Yeah.
I give them credit for getting the job done because I've seen Michigan be in that position before. I mean, it's scary. But what I'm wondering, as a fan of that team, scale from 1 to 10, how freaking nervous were you? Like, did you really think they were going to lose that game?
I didn't. When I got, I didn't really think so at the beginning. My friend and I, my friend Kyle and I talked about we were watching the game, and we were like, they had scored 2 touchdowns on it. So we're like, wow, this isn't what we expected. So simply, just made an effort. And our defense was outstanding last year. Now, they didn't run on us a lot, just like similar to Notre Dame. They could against Michigan. Michigan stopped the run, but they sure should pass. Now we settled down in the middle, from probably mid-second to beginning of the fourth. But then we kind of settled them down, but we allowed a go-ahead touchdown. We drove down the field to score the touchdown to go ahead 31-30. So at that point, 5 minutes left or whatever it was, 6 minutes left, my heart was beating. I was like,
it's scary,
this
man.
really can't be, because I wasn't prepared for that emotion.
Almost always, like Penn State escaped App State. Almost always in that case, the better team, the bigger team, finds a way to win at the end. That's why that Michigan App State thing was so crazy.
Penn State did not look like the better team.
No,
they did not.
They didn't.
I'll be honest.
They should have lost it.
I knew they were going to score when I saw how much time was left, and I'm like, you can't. You got to control the ball. You can't speed offense it down to score. Like, this is when you run the clock out, you score, and give them no time, because Penn State will. But
it's tough to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Pick when you're going to score. It's very tough to do.
This is why
you can take the score, and then you hope your defense goes.
This is why we love college football, because it's so unpredictable. You never know which game is going to go down like that. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, let me tell you why I love college football.
Okay.
Ohio State Hawkeyes.
God.
The Ohio State
Can we edit this
Hawkeyes
part out?
just completely pummeling the Beavers. Now, that's not to say that we didn't get scored on. They did put up 31 points. Did we cover the spread? Yes, we did. Very much so. Yes, we did. I mean, honestly, I couldn't have imagined, though, going into that game that Hoskins was that good. Is he the best? No. But is he one of the best college quarterbacks right now after game one? Yeah, I think so. He's no Will Greer, but, good Lord,
well, we'll see. Yeah, it's all going to shake out. I mean,
exactly.
And that's where you go, how do we judge these things? I mean, you guys played the worst team of the 3 opponents. We played the middle, and you guys played the best. I think we can agree with that. So, you absolutely crushed them. We snuck by, and you guys lost. So what does that all mean?
One time will tell.
I'll tell you in a few
I
weeks.
will say this.
I'll tell you that in our side of the conference, Michigan was the only school to lose.
Oh, just like the bowl game. So anyway,
I didn't even have to say it.
What I will say about the Ohio State game. I didn't see it. Okay? Oregon State blows. There's no question. However, 70-some points. I mean, come on. I love Michigan, and I believe we're going to have a good season. We might not score 76 games in the first 4 games combined. 76 points. Who knows? I mean, it's a lot of freaking points.
It's a lot of points, but as any team is going to take out of that, they're not going to take just the good. They're going to take the bad that came with it. Our coverage and our linebacking, our tackling especially, was terrible. You had guys breaking 3-4 tackles and just getting away. It's that kind of stuff that you can't do against elite people. So come time when I'm playing, or I shouldn't say I, because I'm not actually playing. I like to put myself in that fantasy. When the Buckeyes are playing the Wolverines or the Spartans, they can't make those kind of mistakes. Yeah, TCU, that's going to be a big one. Even Rutgers, you can't do that against Rutgers. Rutgers sucks, but you still shouldn't do that. Yeah. This is the time.
Were they big plays?
Yeah, a lot of them. There were 2 back-to-back plays where their running back, God forget his name, just right down.
Broke free, or was it wide open?
Oh no, a couple wide opens, but he was still breaking tackles. So I got to give him credit. Like their running game was pretty spot on. I think that's because like our coverage started off terrible. It progressively got better through the game, and then that's when they saw their opening with the running game, and that's where really the points started getting scored. What are we looking at?
Oh, we're still going. You're barely on the camera.
Oh, am I? Sorry.
Yeah. So come on in there.
Does this help? But in ending, Dwayne Hoskins completing 22 for 30 passes, 313 yards, 5 touchdowns, and he did have 1 interception. And then Mike Weber coming out, 20 carries, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 receiving touchdown.
That's a lot.
If you ask me, at least Mike Weber, if not both of them, should now be in the Heisman discussion. That's just my opinion. But we can save that for a little bit later in the show. For now, I would like Steve to tell us about his South Bend trip.
All right, start with the good.
Oh.
I had a great time with my son. We were.
Don't mind me. I'm just going to sit right back.
I'm going to as well.
This just went really blurry or weird. Anyway, it's good now.
Go.
Is that me? Am I about ready to pass out? No, we had a great time with my son. South Bend, if you're ever going to go to a road game, you should really check out that stadium if you ever get an opportunity. You can't help but respect the tradition there, and it's really a showcase for college football. I mean, it's really an awesome place. Fans treated us really well. A lot of Michigan fans down there too, but we spent the whole day and it was fun. The game we didn't have much fun, and I was very, very, very disappointed in how unprepared we looked when we came out of the game. You know, I think that's what shocked everybody was that. I thought, I picked us to win 17-13, and I thought we'd win, but I'm not surprised that Michigan didn't win. What I was surprised about was just how unprepared they looked coming out, and also I wasn't really that surprised about the offensive struggles. I was really shocked that the defense gave up those quick touchdowns, and I feel like that's how Michigan lost the game. Like, people can talk about the offensive line and the struggles there, but we knew that was going to be tough, and that's a game your defense has to go win if they're the best defense in the country, and they didn't play like it, and
So do you believe they are?
Michigan scored 17 points, right? What I thought, right? Why can't we win that game 17-10? But no, we gave up 21 points, and so that's what cost them the game, in my opinion, more than anything else. And in the second half, they gave up 60 yards to Notre Dame and held them to 3 points. And some of it might have been Notre Dame playing ball, the clock and the ball. But I think a lot of it, Michigan just made adjustments and played a lot better. But it was too little, too late. There's all sorts of question marks on the offensive line. I mean, all sorts of problems that were exposed that are concerning. The bright sides from a football perspective, for me, were, I think that, again, the second half, I think most of the defensive players showed what they're capable of. And I feel like Michigan will still have a good defense this year. I think it'll be a strength. I'm not that concerned that that's going to be a pattern or anything like that.
What about...
I think Shea Patterson performed admirably, considering he was hurried 8 times and sacked 3 times.
I actually have something about that. I think,
okay.
And this is tough for me to say, I think he played well. I don't think he played great, but he didn't play bad. You look at his numbers.
Yeah, he was 20 of 30. He had almost the same completion percentage as Haskins.
Those were good numbers. And the one thing that he was missing was the touchdowns. But I also don't think, watching the game, I don't think that was necessarily his fault.
I don't either.
Your receivers were not getting their hands around that ball. And these were good passes.
Yeah.
These weren't like, that was out there, you missed that. This was a receiving route.
And Gentry, our big tight end, 6'7", right at the goal line, he had a ball in his hands, and he let the Notre Dame safety interfere with that, and he needs to make that catch.
Yes.
I mean, that should have been a touchdown. Michigan got down to the 2-yard line on that possession. They didn't get in the end zone, and that's, there are so many little things that happen in that game where if they would have gone the other way, you could easily see Michigan winning, but I know what you're thinking.
No,
at this point,
is one thing, but if Shea Patterson can play that well with a bad O-line, that's saying something about the kid. So I'll keep it up there, but if your receivers aren't going to help him out, then you're not going to go anywhere. It's not.
I agree with that. But there's two schools of thought in Michigan moving forward. There's the part of the fan base that says the season's over, we're horrible, we're going to lose 6 games, fire Harbaugh. And then there's the portion that say, look, it's one game, let's see if the team can improve throughout the season, because I'm not going to write off a team after game 1.
I seem to remember a team that got written off after game 1.
Virginia Tech beat you guys a few years ago. You won a national title.
Yeah.
Do I think Michigan's going to win a national title? No. I even said last week, if we're not good enough to beat Notre Dame, I don't think we're good enough to win the rest of our games. But if it happens, we'll be in the playoffs. I mean, if Michigan wins from here on out, they're one of the best teams in the country, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen. I do think Michigan could go 10-2, 9-3. I think they can get things together enough to manage a good season, and I want to see what happens. I was disappointed in the first week, frustrated because it's another missed opportunity that we could have stole one. Like,
and you weren't the only one that was frustrated. I seem to see that a certain BTN reporter / former Michigan player was suspended for.
He didn't care for.
No, he really didn't. I guess at least he came out and admitted he was inebriated.
He did. He said he was inebriated and frustrated.
But he still said I was inebriated. I still stand by what I said.
All he said is I shouldn't have mentioned a certain player's name, but I meant what I said.
I think he has every right to say what he says, other than calling out, and then dropping the F-bomb. It's just be professional about it.
Yeah. Right. He shouldn't say Michigan football is trash either. You shouldn't say that.
I mean, that's a different way. I would have been fine.
Right. I mean, you could say, we deserve better than this, or we expect better than this. You could say something like that, but you don't need to start criticizing. It's just not as a former player.
Here's my question. What about, again, I've said this before, since the beginning of the year, before the offseason, Harbaugh's got something to do to me as a coach.
Yeah.
He made mistakes in that game that were coaching errors, that are game management errors, that are not what I would expect from him until I've seen him up close week after week after week.
No, I agree with you on that. I mean, especially some of the clock management was questionable for me. It turned out okay in the fourth quarter because Michigan scored that touchdown, and then they did end up getting the ball back with enough time. It wasn't the time; it was that we turned it over again. But it made me nervous. I'm like, wow, we're not hurrying up like we should on this drive. But I agree. There were decisions in the game. Okay, we got an interception. Brandon Watson intercepted the ball. Michigan, a momentum-changing play. We ran a sweep, lost 5 yards. Second down, we came back and ran it up the middle, 0 yards. All of a sudden, you're 3rd and 15. When you've been hitting passes left and right down the field, I didn't understand that.
Well, the other thing is, when you're in a 4th down, Notre Dame 45, you're in such a hurry.
I didn't agree with that one either.
Then later on, you're like taking your time.
Yeah.
And is it taking your time? He says there's no offense coordinator play call goes through 3 or 4 different people. Is he just saying that, or is that actually how it goes? I mean, we don't know. We're not up there. But is he just saying that? Does it actually go that way? And if it does go that way, how are you supposed to be hurrying up if you're in that run 2 minute drill? If you're going through all these guys to make a play call.
I agree with you. There's some questions there, right? So, hey, Jordan, executive producer Jordan Riles is here and can unfreeze our PC there, and hopefully we're still recording. We are recording on the YouTube, though. But yeah, no, Phil, I actually do agree with you. I just don't make the sweeping generalizations that he's a failure and should be fired. So,
no, he's not a failure and should be fired.
I mean, that's, I don't.
He's a failure and should be fired.
I don't agree with that train of thought, okay? I still, look, any Michigan fan that's watching this, I still feel fortunate that Jim Harbaugh's running the program, and I believe that he's the right coach for this job. Doesn't mean that he hasn't made mistakes. It doesn't mean that things aren't where we expect or we want right now, but let's let this season play out. I want to see this season is big, but I'm not going to write it off from one loss. I mean, it's stupid. Michigan has huge obstacles. They could lose 4 or 5 games, who knows? But they also have huge opportunities because if you beat Wisconsin and Michigan State and Penn State, then all of a sudden people are forgetting all about Notre Dame, right? So let's see if they can get better. Let's see if they can win some of those.
Except for the playoff committee. They won't.
Well, that's a whole other story. You know what? And I don't want to sound like a like an also ran, but let's face it, Michigan football
Hey,
has
you guys-
struggled over the last
You guys
decade.
remained in the top
We-
25, so
My goal for as a fan, I want to see Michigan win the Big Ten East. Let's take that step. If it isn't good enough to get in the playoffs, so be it. Even if we lose it to Wisconsin in the Big Ten title game, we need to get past you guys. We need to get past you guys. We need to get to the Big Ten championship game, and then that's the next step. So that's what I want to happen. But for that to happen, Michigan probably has to win Michigan State, Ohio State, Penn State, and they got to be a hell of a lot better
you
to do
have
that
to.
right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You might not have that part of a time with Penn State, but, like you said, it's one game.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's fun. Go.
It is.
Let's go.
But
We're all in one.
you guys
Sucks.
are now
Sucks.
21 in the
The
poll.
game sucks.
Michigan State still in the top 25 at
Sucked
15.
ass.
And Ohio State is, we won't even talk about being number 4 in the nation right now. Oh, we will?
You know what?
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Go polish your Buckeye and
I will.
admire yourself.
I will. It'll be in here. Just like you do with your little Wolverine helmet.
My winged manscape.
Your wing manscape.
wow. Good thing I'm done eating, except for this chip.
You're not done. You're never done eating. So they did pull off the upset. Other upsets that almost pulled off the upset. Upsets that we did see. Maryland over Texas again.
I
I'm not
know.
really sure what Tom Herman is doing here.
What the?
I mean, I understand it was played at Maryland, but like,
That's the impeach should win.
yeah, that's not good. But that's a bad start.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Burrow, LSU. LSU number 25. LSU beating number 8 Miami 33-17.
Yeah, I called every game wrong. I know nothing about football. I called every
I
one
called
wrong.
that one too, and that's because I saw the talent in Joe Burrow. I know LSU always has a good team, especially a good running game. So, and of course, they had home field advantage. So
I know.
that's the best play. And then Virginia Tech over Florida State, which wasn't really, that was a 19-20. But still, great game if you guys watched it. Did you watch all those things?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech was pretty damn good.
Yeah, and that's funny because a lot of people were really pegging Florida State with Franz Wambach to be one of the best teams out there.
So, I mean, Vitek normally has really nice defense, athletes, but here's my question. I'm a Michigan fan. What happened to Josh Jackson?
Why did he not? He's from Saline. His dad coached in Michigan. Yeah.
I mean, is that like a damning thing? That
I don't know.
I don't, and I'm not
Do
sure.
we know that they didn't even offer him? I don't think they
I
did.
don't think so, and I don't know if
I would do some digging on that right
that's
now.
an interesting thing to do. Is Fred Jackson that's a Michigan family through and through.
Right.
You know, so like that, I was thinking about that last night. And I don't,
Maybe some of my Michigan fan Twitter buddies can let us know if you listen to this, but I believe he was not offered a scholarship at Michigan. I believe that that's the case, and I think it's because they considered him they were looking for pro-style quarterbacks, and they didn't consider him a pro-style quarterback. As a Michigan fan, do I wish that they would have chose differently? Yes.
Sure.
It would be great to have that kid on the roster.
Well, who's to say he would win that job over Patrick?
He might not.
I personally, I think he would. Just having seen Washington play, he just seems like he has a more steady head than some, and he's definitely more of a, he's more skillful running.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Virginia Tech has one of the, if not the best receiving corps in college. So, for his sake, I think it's good he went to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Now, you don't know that you're going to have those receiving corps, but when you get to that point, boy, does that really help.
Right.
I hate to bring up a negative statistic about Michigan, but this shocked me. I heard this this morning. If Michigan scores a touchdown against Western Michigan from a wide receiver, it'll be the first time in a year that a wide receiver has scored a touchdown since this time last year. In the same period, Ohio State's had 30 reception touchdowns from receivers. That's insane. Now, we've had receiving touchdowns from tight ends and backs,
Sure.
but not wide receivers.
Yeah,
And
So
maybe a receiver scored on an end or on a
right.
jet sweep.
But that exemplifies like that. Michigan has to figure that out. Throw it up to Nico Collins. I couldn't believe that. I don't mean to go backtrack on that. But
No,
come
no,
on.
it's okay. Whenever you have something bad to say about Michigan, it's always a good day for me.
You can stop
Hey,
what we're doing.
I'm just trying to show. This camera keeps going blurry. Whoa! I keep
I know.
trying to show that I am not just a Michigan slappy 100% of the time.
Just 97.
But I love Michigan, and I believe in them.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about, obviously,
Obviously,
there was...
YouTube channel, and I'm there.
moving on past your
BigTenFrenemies.com.
No part of those videos.
Okay, sorry.
Heisman watch. Saw a lot there. I don't think Shea Patterson is out of it by any means, but I think Bryce Love took a huge hit. Good Lord. 18 carries, 29 yards. That's it. No,
That's not going to get it done. And
no, for somebody who's that highly touted and who now has their picture posted all over Stanford campus because this is our savior, that's not good.
and that wasn't against San Diego.
Yeah. They went into there knowing that they had to shut down him, and they did. Oh, they did a great job at it.
I mean, we saw it last year, incredible. And so, throughout the year, in the Heisman year, you're not always going to have every single game. You're going to have a calm year, but that's kind of one of those things that you can't afford. I will say this, at the beginning year is the best time if you're going to keep yourself in the Heisman contention conversation, better than having one, let's say, the 11th week. So he's got that going for him, but I don't think it. I didn't see the game, but I mean, honestly, that's rude to Shea Patterson. Shea Patterson just doesn't belong in the Heisman conversation. He's never earned his way into that. Does that mean he couldn't go on a streak and win the Heisman Trophy? Of course not.
100%.
Anything that.
That's why I say he still has an opportunity here.
Yeah, I think
He didn't lose points, he kind of stayed right there. Stayed low.
I just don't.
Would you agree, or do you still believe he's...
No, I think it's way too early to talk to really talk about the Heisman.
I don't know, because Will Greer had one hell of a game. Let's see. Will Greer, 25 for 34, 429 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Honestly, okay, yes, great. Ohio State will have 7 candidates. I think Shea Patterson's going to have a great season.
Is Nick
I
Bosa
think he's
one of
super
them?
talented. I think there's 0% chance he's going to win Heisman Trophy now. So, I mean, Michigan's 0-1. We've shown we can't complete passes to receivers in the end zone. It's going to have to, something crazy would have to happen. Ambry Thomas has a better chance for Michigan
But
right now.
I have to send out an apology to Kyler Murray and Will Greer. I misjudged you. My bad. I really did not think Kyler Murray could come in and replace Baker Mayfield. Holy shit, he did.
And I thought that FAU might give up a little something.
So did I. I picked them as the upset.
Oh yeah, my upset
Dead wrong.
was UConn over Central Florida, and they lost 56 to 17.
Yeah, that was
Who did that shift to?
You were trying to pick one that wasn't that big of an upset. He wouldn't let you. Yeah, he wouldn't. Yeah, he didn't let you pick that one.
No, I wanted you to pick one that wasn't
Like a crazy one, so he did look stupid like we did.
Yeah, exactly. You can't all look
Yeah, he
good.
picked Oklahoma to lose.
We all picked LSU
Yeah.
except for Numbnuts.
I mean, I picked the 18-minute race team in the country. I don't remember who the hell you picked.
I don't either because it was the spur of the moment.
Was it Troy? I picked Troy over Boise. They didn't win either, did they?
That was it.
Was that the one you picked too? Did Troy win? I didn't follow up on that one.
No, Boise won.
Crushed them.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
impressive.
How are we doing on time, Jordan? How many minutes we
We're
got?
at 29.
Okay, good.
We got a little
Executive
time.
producer George Ryle joined us late.
Yeah,
George, did the Chippewas play last week?
No, I'm Buckeye Drew. Yeah.
Chippewa Jordan. We don't know if they played or they did.
No, they played and they lost to.
And the Eastern one. Saw that. Eastern one.
Keeping it close for a minute.
Please bear with us.
Okay,
And-
they lost to Kentucky.
Oh, sorry for your loss, Jordan.
But, I mean, it wasn't.
Michigan lost too.
Oh, 35-20.
Oh, there you go.
Kentucky pulled away with no touchdowns. They had Kentucky had I want to say 4 turnovers, and somehow still managed to eat it up. You don't see that happen very often, except for last year.
Yeah, that was so hey, fire up
I know,
chicks.
you guys. I was, my analogies were bad.
Well, Michigan only had 2 turnovers. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Notre Dame game. I'm still thinking about the damn Notre Dame game. I drifted off.
Okay.
Last year against who?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like a 9. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Quit living in the past, Phil.
Oh, there it is. There it is. You know what I love? I love how a Michigan fan will always, it doesn't matter how good you do. I'm walking through the office. I'm not even the one talking smack about Michigan. And somebody else, Tyke, somebody says something else, and he goes, oh, well, what high school program did you guys play? Like, you guys always have to find a reason to, make yourself not look so bad.
Look, hey, he's a Buckeye fan who works in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I mean, come on. If I were in Columbus, Ohio, I probably wouldn't be alive right now. So,
Oh, yeah, you'd be
at least
hung.
we treat
The
him
thing is,
with...
the police would be the ones doing it.
Probably true. Anyway,
Very true.
Anyway, so Nick Saban, oddly enough, was in a little bit of hot water with his best friends at the ESPN, including his best bud Paul Feinbaum stepping in and calling him classless and demanding apologies. Now, if you know the clip I'm talking about, it was after the game. Female reporter Maria Taylor, I want to say was interviewing him and asked a question about the 2 quarterbacks because he played both of the quarterbacks. They both played well, and he was very put off by the question, and he felt it as maybe an attack, but trying to get him to say a bad thing about one of them. That's exactly how he responded. Now, personally, I don't think it was merited that he needed to apologize by any means. First of all, this is a college football game. This is not ESPN's little showtime.
Right.
You are showing us the sports. We're not there to watch you. First of all, during the games, please, dear God, stop doing this. All these sideline reports during the game where then they make the game this tiny picture in the corner, and they're focusing. What game is going on? Cut that shit out. Honestly, I don't really care for your reporters' opinions. I care for what the game is doing. And even when the game's over, still don't care a lot for what you're asking.
I agree. I don't think that reporters should be allowed to interview coaches on the field during a game at halftime. Let them wait till the game's over, get them in the press conference and ask your questions. I hate that. At the heat of the moment, they got a job to do. I've never liked it.
I really don't care. I mean, it doesn't bother me, certainly. I just don't, for somebody to demand an apology, I don't, just stop it. And whining, incessant.
ESPN cannot stop whining about anything. You move from one coach to another. You do D'Antonio, then you do Harbaugh, then you do Urban, and then now you're on to Saban. You've even gone after Saban. Listen, I hate Saban, and I wouldn't go after Saban.
Everybody hates Saban except for Alabama.
Leave the guy alone. Let him coach football.
It's not that deep an issue. If you say something that ruffles people's feathers, or you ask something that you didn't think would ruffle his feathers,
You're an enemy of the state.
It ruffled his feathers. Who cares? I've seen D'Antonio laser beam eyes. Or somebody asked a question that I didn't really think merited no big deal, and he's laser beam, just next question. He's just he just has this thing that he does, and it's just he's seething inside. And sometimes I understand, sometimes I don't. Whatever. He doesn't have to apologize for it.
I was telling Andrew about this earlier. Maybe you remember Lloyd Carr, who almost always kept his cool, lost his cool, walking off the field. A reporter asked him, I think it was Holly Rowe or somebody at the time, but asked him a question, and he was so irritated. He said, "What kind of a stupid question is that?" And then he ran off into the locker room. He didn't say anything. What kind of a dumb question is that?
I love that. I respect the coach.
But he had to apologize too. He said the heat of the moment, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have said that.
We're in safe space America.
Right, exactly. That's the zeitgeist. It doesn't matter what that just go aside, who cares? I'm tired of listening to whining and crying. Then stop interviewing football coaches.
Or
do
come up
something
with
else.
a better
Or come up
question.
with a better question. How many questions do you see reporters ask that are just absurdly, patently stupid? And they don't get called out for it.
Look this up. One quick thing. Bobby Knight. If you ever want to be entertained, look at some of his press
I
conferences.
always watch Bobby Knight.
Yeah, what this is, I think this is after a Michigan game. They asked because Indiana was struggling from shooting, and they said, you know, do you guys practice shooting, or do you guys, do you work on your shooting in practice? And he goes, absolutely not. When a player comes to Indiana, it's made clear to them, you will not be shooting the basketball in practice. He's like, we will not be doing that here at Indiana University. Next question. He's like, it's just hilarious.
I wish more coaches would do that. I wish more coaches
Of
would
course,
do
we're
that.
probably shooting the fucking
And
basketball.
where did he graduate from college?
He's about
The
to-
Ohio State.
Full circle.
It all comes back to us.
Okay. Dotting the I, they all like to do that in a group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I bet you Bo did that too, because he's a graduate.
No, Bo went to Miami, Ohio. He was an assistant coach at Ohio State.
He went to Ohio State for what?
He played, well, he quit. If he did, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah,
But
exactly.
he graduated from Miami University, Ohio. My sister went there too. Go
Yeah,
Red
my
Hawks.
older brother went there. The Red Hawk is a non-existent animal. They literally made up the animal Red Hawk. It's not a real thing.
They did.
They're just like, well, we don't want to just be the Hawks.
Gary Mueller went to Ohio State. He was a captain on the Ohio State football team, and he's still the only Michigan coach to be fired for off-the-field behavioral issues.
There was a Twitter.
Well, I love you, Mo.
What are we at? 36 minutes? Oh, we're at 36? Yeah, 36.
We're at
Oh, that's beautiful. I appreciate it. I feel bad for Scott Frost. His first game kind of
I
didn't
will
go
never
well
feel bad for
because-
Scott Frost. but-
Okay. Anyways,
He's already looking at
they started with Akron, and a lot of our games got a little bit of a rain delay. Ohio State's had an hour long. Maryland, Texas, they had a delay, but theirs was bad enough that they could not continue. Now, Akron did not want to stay and finish because when they went looking for accommodations to stay, there wasn't enough, and they would have had to put players in this hotel, and that hotel, and this room, and that room. So they're like, we're not doing this. We're out of here. So now both of them need to find a new team for a makeup game because it could come down to full eligibility.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, they kind of got screwed.
Come on, Akron.
I know.
I mean, you're gonna get throttled anyways.
Just take it.
Just take it. I agree with that, but can I say something on my behalf? Because Phil kind of said under his breath, I already hate Scott Frost because they were going to beat us or whatever.
Oh, I didn't hear that, but I was wondering why this came back to you.
No.
Your feelings.
It's all about me. The
It
animosity.
is, and that's why he wanted to sit here. He
This
said
is
it's all
my,
about me.
this is my show. I had to go to South Bend and watch Michigan lose Notre Dame. I got to get the shit out. Scott Frost, okay? Scott Frost, not only the 97 thing, okay, with Michigan, Nebraska split national title, but he blocked me on Twitter 2 years ago
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
because I called him a crackhead for saying that Central Florida was the more physical, hard-hitting, and aggressive team when Michigan beat them like 52-17 or something.
Okay.
And I just said, I don't know what game you watch. You must be some kind of a crackhead because you can't lose by 50 points and say you were the better, more hard-hitting team.
Well, I don't know if you're
And then he
aware
blocked
of this,
me.
but Scott Frost's brother died from a crack cocaine.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
We'll delete this part.
No, I'm just messing with you. Oh, that'd be good.
That is awesome.
Oh,